Hey, it's Black Vader once again. I'm reading the code. Now that we're under better conditions, I'm gonna get into the code on Area 4 labor. I got cut off last video, but we're reading more. So here we go. Hopefully this is not too loud. Let me turn it down for a little bit. We're on page 132. As long as the system of white supremacy racism exists, do not expect any job situation to be as it should be, conducted with justice and correctness. Also, you can like, comment, subscribe, get the code at producejustice.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for reading. Observe and study all things and all people without being troublesome. Learn who is doing what, how, and why. Study the ways that different jobs to get done. Study the ways that one job is connected to another. Ask questions when you do not know what to do or know the best and correct way to do what you have been told to do. Do not hesitate to ask to be taught. Be willing to learn what you need to know from anyone who knows and who is willing to teach you, including those white supremacist racists who are hostile and insulting in manner. Avoid all unnecessary and non-constructive conversation. Say only what is necessary to be of constructive help to self or others. Minimize conflict by minimizing contact. Avoid unnecessary and non-constructive interaction with anyone. Be courteous at all times. Be helpful. Speak slowly and softly and with constructive thought. Do not expect others to do the same. Do not expect others to do the same. Discuss, but not argue, and do not shout. Do not, under any circumstance, name call, curse, or threaten to do bodily harm to anyone. Do not, in any manner, use a job situation as a place for showing off. Avoid doing anything, wearing anything, or saying anything to attract unnecessary and non-constructive attention to yourself. Do not talk about sex, sexual intercourse, sexual play, and/or homosex or lesbianism, anti-sex in a manner that is non-constructive or unnecessary. When others do so, listen and say in a soft and courteous manner, "That's interesting," and say nothing else. Avoid being regarded as the entertainment committee. Do not tell jokes when someone else tells a joke. Listen, and when the joke is finished, say in a soft and courteous manner, "That's interesting," and nothing else. Always be where you planned you would be, at the same time you promised, and doing what you promised. Do not mistreat anyone at any time for any reason. Do not steal anything at any time for any reason. Do not use anything that you are asked not to use, or damage or destroy anything that you are asked not to damage or destroy. Do your best to learn everything that you can, including learning how to do the work and put it in use in a manner that will likely produce a constructive result. Be willing to help others do the same. Do not pretend to have power when you do not have, that you do not have. Be realistic. Tell yourself the truth at all times. When needed, direct others to seek answers to their questions by asking those people who have the most power to answer those questions. Always make sure that whatever you do is something that you were told to do by someone else who was assigned to do the telling. Ask all of the questions that are necessary to do what you were told, and do all that you can to be sure that whatever you do produces a result that is always correct and constructive. Always use and teach every law, written, common law, supreme law, etc., in such a manner as to promote the production of justice, guaranteeing that no person is mistreated and guaranteeing that the person who needs help the most get the most constructive help. Always thank people for whatever they say or do that helps produce justice and correctness. Balance between people, creatures, things, etc. Always be courteous. Always call people by the name or title that they ask or expect you to call them. Always say only that which will be of most constructive value. Avoid trivial or argumentative conversations. Practice not saying anything when a person makes threats or hostile situations. Avoid making statements. Focus only on answering questions briefly and with maximum courtesy. Avoid saying or doing anything that will contribute to a person being less able to support himself or herself through constructive work. Avoid talking directly about race, racism, and or sex unless others mention such matters directly to you. Choose to focus on talking about the production of justice as the reason for anything and everything they say or do. Use courtesy in reminding everyone that, to the best of your knowledge and understanding, every person in the known universe has the duty of doing his or her best to speak and act to produce justice. Try to get things done by concentrating on what you know best, choosing a situation that needs improvement, getting all the facts, interpreting the facts, thinking of possible improvements, choosing a better way, convincing others that it is an improvement. Males, when in situations on the job when you often interact with a female, inform her of the following. If, at any time I say anything to you, do anything in your presence, or say anything about you that you find offensive or unpleasant, please tell me. Be willing to do any kind of work that is constructive if such work helps you to learn how to do things that can be used to produce justice and correctness. Learn how to make constructive work that you do fun and make all fun into work that is constructive. Be willing to teach others be willing to teach others who are in need everything that you know about any constructive work that you know how to do. Think of ways to make a non-constructive work situation into a constructive work situation. Start with small things, small changes that will result in completion of a larger plan. Study ways to work smart rather than work hard. And I'm going to continue to read off on this. I guess I keep it short. And that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.